Welcome to Hammered and Cheese. As you can see, our wonderful display is not on. Don't ask questions. Don't worry about it. It's not your concern. It'll be back next week. Now, with regards to that, everyone, welcome to Hammered and Cheese. I am one of your hosts, Dino the Genetic Marvel. With me is Cole Clayton, who is fixing himself what looks like a very, very fancy drink. What are you drinking, sir?
So it's my brother's birthday, and I decided to make him a watermelon margarita with a shot of whiskey added to it. So it's a double.
Hey, that is how that works, people.
I just bought the mix, and then I just threw the rest of my whiskey in there. So
add alcohol and fun times. That's all you need. That works.
Start to show off.
There you go. We're all gonna hurt today.
All right.
Look at the fancy heart-shaped glass. I know. It's because he's a pervert. That's how he serves the ladies. So
I tolerate you.
I tolerate you. I mean, that's love.
The eye fell off on that side.
Well, that usually happens in long-term relationships. I bet you that's the longest-term relationship you've had with that chocolate smug.
Yeah, I think my ex-girlfriend bought me this. We've been broken up for 3 years, so.
All right, so everybody, we're going to rush into things and then we're going to cool it down. The reason being is that we're making what's called the invisible apple cake that you've heard about on the internet.
Have they heard about it? Because I've never heard about it until you showed it.
You are on the internet. You don't consume the internet. I am a fatty. I consume the internet. It's different.
I'm on the internet to push my will onto people. I've found. Yeah. I've realized that if how do I make this about me? That's it. Yeah. Which is not how you're supposed to use the internet. I've found.
No, not at all. Well, there's a very distinct portion of the populace that uses it for that.
Those are the people posting stuff.
Yeah, those are the people posting stuff. So, if anything, I'm a hero. I'm an ally. I'm just consuming content. So, invisible apple cake. You may have seen it on a few other things. Essentially, the idea is that we slice apples really, really thin, fill it with a whole bunch of stuff. Hold up. Cole is wearing green specifically because he hates green, isn't it? There you go.
You're right. My son got me this hat.
Yeah, that's why. He can't help it. That is his version of an ugly tie. That's fantastic. I love it. He's like, I gotta wear it now. That's just how it's gonna be.
Exactly.
So the invisible apple cake involves a bunch of apples sliced up really thinly, then a few more ingredients to kind of make it a cake. Then you throw it in the oven. The problem is you throw it in the oven for quite some time. So we'll get things started. Cole, you've already sliced the apples, the majority, but we have one for demonstration. So it's all on you. There's a bunch of apples.
Sitting in lime juice. If you ever need fruit, specifically apples, anything that kind of gets dark, potatoes too. You can have it sit in lime juice, lemon juice, something acidic.
Yeah, and it'll stop.
Potatoes, you kind of want to probably go more tomato juice. Yeah. It keeps it from turning brown. So.
Yeah. What's up, Walkie Talkies are neat? So we're making invisible apple cake. So now, do you want to turn it down and show us your apple slicing skills, sir?
Yeah, can you see it? All right.
I kind of wanted you to just hit it and it fall apart automatically because that would have been cool, but
it would have been cool, right?
It would have been really cool. I feel like we could have really gone viral with that. But that's okay. That's all right. That's fine. It's
that's not the way we're ever going to succeed.
No,
we're forcing our will onto people.
Yeah. Will succeed similar to if you remember the movie that Dwight was in and he was a rock star and then he went Rockstar. So he eventually got recorded while they were practicing via the internet and he was butt-ass nude. So I feel like that's more our style in general as to how we go viral will be accidental nip slips. That's kind of
that's a great movie. It takes place half of the movie takes place in Cleveland, for the record.
Is it really?
Yeah. Well, they're at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
At
the end of the movie.
All right. We let you guys have that, and we have the Hockey Hall of Fame.
I never understood why that was in Cleveland, other than what is it? That guy Alan Freed was from here.
I believe, so Victoria says, you need a mandolin. That is also true. I feel like mandolins are one of those, should only issue to samurai or something. Because a mandolin, I've cut myself. It's horrible. I learned my lesson real quick while using a mandolin, and now I use one of those fancy little gloves that give you superpowers and make it uncuttable. Tell you.
Now, I have lost a lot of my knife skills over the years because I don't cook like I used to anymore. But I've asked when I was in kitchens, I was like, why don't we just get a mandolin? And every chef in the world will look at you like, you cut, you don't use mandolin, you cut, because they're all foreign. So,
hey, this is what happens when poor people are in charge of things. People, that's what Thanos Infinity Gauntlet. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. That's see, that's the thing with a mandolin. It's a fantastic little doohickey, but at the same time, it is like has definitely been the start of a you'll never believe what happened story. So, all right, Cole, where are we at, buddy?
All right, so our apples are ready. Now I just need you to walk me through this fucking recipe. I have no idea where my fucking measuring cups are.
Okay. Let me pull one up on the. Once again, we're going to use the internet because we're very smart. We're very smart. Also, just so you guys know, just so you know how fancy we are, it's also referred to as the gâteau invisible. Because once again, French people are the worst.
I totally looked at the recipe, but I didn't look at the measurements. So.
Okay, so we need 3 eggs.
3 eggs, gotcha.
2/3 of a cup of milk, slightly warmed.
Milk, slightly warmed.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
3 tablespoons of butter, melted. 1 tablespoon vanilla extract. Then let's just deal with those first.
Picky ass fucking recipe.
You know what? You're probably correct, sir, but that's how life is. People are picky, and that's the way they like it.
Slightly warm.
Mind you, in general, baking is a picky thing, right?
How much milk?
Huh?
How much milk?
2/3 a cup.
2/3 a cup.
Gargle the milk to make it warm. I mean, that's a quick fire solution. Just a little. Yeah, that's fine. And if you do it off camera, we'll just think you're giving Grayson a blowjob or something.
How much butter?
3 tablespoons. Like that much. Like half of that thing.
This is 4 tablespoons. Because they have measurements on paper. Most people don't realize that.
So I was off. So
most people just like, this is enough. Which I understand, I do it too. So
little tip for everyone, remember to pick off any aluminum foil on butter because that goes straight to your brain. And
I like garlic.
I mean, it does add a certain amount of spice and flavor.
Get rid of the paper.
Yeah, like I get it.
So is this slightly melted or is this completely melted?
Slightly warmed.
Slightly warmed?
The milk is slightly warmed. The butter is melted.
The butter.
The butter is melted.
All right.
Fully melted.
Okay, how many eggs? 3?
3 eggs, lightly beaten.
Lightly beaten.
Yeah. I tell them they look fat and their arms are short.
No. I think an egg seed got into my bowl, but it's all good. Egg seed, apple seed is what I meant to say.
I mean, if we could find a recipe for egg seeds, I think the world would be a better place, but that's just me. What do I know?
All right. So lightly beaten. You know what we haven't seen in a while?
Oh, baby. I kind of hope that you were going to just punch it right in there. Just lightly ass kicked. That's fine.
Oh, it's lightly? Okay.
I mean, that's fine. Yeah.
What the fuck is the difference?
I don't know.
This has come up so fucked up just because of how much anxiety I have.
Well, you don't listen. You have anxiety because you look too young. That's fair.
I look too young?
Yeah, that's apparently a new thing. So we've discussed this a couple times, was the idea about how like you see sports, like athletes from the 70s look like they're like 52.
Yeah, and they're it look younger than me. 28, yeah, 27. Yeah.
And that's one of those things. Let me see. Would the recipe work if I use free range butter? I mean, As long as it's not from as long as it's not from a bowl, I think you'll be okay.
I got Countryside Creamery.
Countryside Creamery. There you go. Not quite free range, but it's close enough, people. Close enough.
All right.
Okay.
All right. This milk is slightly warmed.
Perfect. So slightly warmed. Throw that in there. And then I'm assuming mix it.
The butter.
Butter. Just make sure you don't scramble those eggs, bro.
They're scrambled.
They're not supposed to be no, I mean like because the butter was too hot.
Okay.
Also, you need 1 tablespoon vanilla extract.
Vanilla extract. Fuck, where is it? There it is.
Beautiful.
Vanilla extract. Now, vanilla in the baking world is like garlic.
Yeah.
Throw as much as you want in there.
This is a great invisible vanilla cake. It's so tasty. All right. Okay.
It's the apples that are invisible, right?
The apples that are invisible. That's correct. Okay. So mix that up.
All right.
Okay. So now we have the dry ingredients. So we have half a cup of flour. Holy heck, that looks like a lot of vanilla. I mean, it is, but dealer's choice, right? What are you going to do? So, half cup flour.
That's it?
Yeah. Well, there's also a half cup powdered sugar.
Jesus.
No.
Okay.
Half cup powdered sugar.
Okay.
I mean, when we started this, we were measuring by spoonfuls. This is fantastic. Now you got measuring cups and bowls and shit. It's amazing.
I know, right?
I mean, things are happening. It's so exciting.
When we started the show.
Hey.
Were we even measuring? We were just kind of going the atomic route.
I mean, things happen, people. We're good.
It's like I was cooking in the woods.
Well, like, realistically, that's a good show. I'd watch that show.
Yeah, but like you can see clearly I'm in my kitchen. It's the same result.
They don't know that. Maybe you built a kitchen in the wilderness. You don't know. It's one of those things, sir. Okay, so we have half cup flour, half cup powdered sugar. We have half a teaspoon or tablespoon of cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Oh, okay. That's another one of the things that like I'm not gonna measure.
That's fine.
Okay. I opened the wrong side, but it'll be all right.
We're gonna learn today.
If you guys don't know, I suck at baking. I'm cool with cooking anything. I'll try anything. I'll be like, oh, okay. If you give me a general idea of how to make something, I'll be like, okay, I know how to make that. You don't even have to give me directions. But baking is not my fucking forte.
That's okay. So we need 1 tablespoon of baking powder as well.
Okay, 1 tablespoon.
Or sorry, 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon.
Teaspoon.
1 teaspoon.
That's a big difference.
And your mini whisk is gone.
Oh.
Okay. We're 14 minutes in, and everything has gone wrong that can go wrong, and I'm loving it. I'm loving this.
Where'd you go?
We don't even have a background. This is fantastic. Okay.
That's a great show, right?
Well, it's a great show. 1/4 teaspoon of salt.
Salt. 1/4 teaspoon?
Yeah.
You said. I keep losing my volume. I don't know why.
All right, guys. We're going to give the birthday boy a little bit of freedom. Him and his idealization of Paula Deen, I guess, is one of those things. Is how he
You want to talk about Paula Deen, Grayson, since it's your birthday?
When I was a bachelor, I used to use an empty Coca-Cola can as a measuring tool. I mean, that works. Walkie-talkies are neat. That's a good deal. That's smart.
I mean, as long as you know how much it is. What's up, Serge?
What's up, Serge? Welcome. I thought the black background was trying to be.
Knight, and I don't know why.
You want to call him his name? You want to call him Serge Knight?
I always want to call him, Shug. What's up, Shug?
I mean, it works. I thought the black background was trying to be chic. Sure. Why not? Would it be cultural appropriation if we use a black background to be chic? Maybe. What's up, Serge? It's your birthday, Cole. Happy birthday. No, not him. It's Gracie's birthday.
It's my brother's birthday. My birthday's not till the end of April.
Interestingly enough, Cole doesn't have a birthday. He was hatched. That is what actually happened.
Isn't it the same thing?
I mean, I think it's a nicer version of how the orcs were made in Lord of the Rings. Like, just like scrape them out of the ground and be like, go to war. Put a face palm on your face and just off to go, right? Surge, like the cool man he is, just comes in and goes, sup. Okay.
This is ready, though.
I think that's ready. So the next step is add apples.
Okay. Let me
Oh, first, okay, hold on.
Dump the lime juice out.
We have the oven has been preheated to 350 degrees. That's already happening, guys. So next we have a 9-inch by 5-inch loaf pan. We're going to line it with parchment paper. Which we already did because we're very efficient. By efficient, I mean we are dragging our ass the entire time of life. What are you cooking? It is an invisible apple cake. But also we're going to do some candied bacon and a little bit of a compote because we don't have the time to do jam. Interestingly enough, you use a longer word, shorter time. It's fine. Okay, so all that's mixed together. Peel core apples really thin and dump them in.
Dump them in. All right.
Dump them in and mix it up. That is. Did you dump the apples or everything? Everything. Okay.
Everything.
Okay. Good. It should have been more mixed, but that's okay.
I mean, it said 4 apples in the recipe, so
no. It's not all that. You should have mixed the apples in with the sauce, but that's okay. That's fine.
It isn't in the sauce. It's all the sauce.
I know. I'm aware, but the idea is that all of the apples are not coated. So what happens?
Oh, I gotta mix it. I gotta kind of move it around a little bit.
That's fine.
There's a lot of apples. They bullshit. They said 4 apples.
Listen. Just calm down. Okay. Throw that bad boy in the oven. Actually, so it says allow to set in pan for 10 minutes, then transfer to a rye rack to cool. Oh, that's at the end. Okay. So whenever you're ready, throw that bad boy in the oven, and it is 7:48. All right.
Let this cipher out. There we go. All right, it's going in the oven now.
We'll see what happens. I thought apples need to be layered flat. No, it doesn't say that. Just pour them in and just like they will flatten, so it's fine. But you don't need to. Everything, like literally, the instructions for this, guys, are peel, core, transfer the apples to the pan, a little bit of time, flatten what you can. Don't leave anything sticking up. Pour the remaining batter on top of the loaf evenly. Transfer the oven for 50-60 minutes or until the top is golden brown. So,
and I'm just the vehicle to get the food where it goes. I have no idea what to do with it.
Listen, worst case scenario, apples and eggs, delicious. That's fine. It's.
I mean, there's bacon, so
there's gonna be bacon. Which, listen, you can survive on bacon, jam, and apples.
My dumbass did today. I went to the grocery store and bought baking powder. I was like, I need baking powder. I need baking powder. I need baking powder. And then when I went to go get my powdered sugar out and ready for the show, I was like, I already have baking powder. And I went to go and open it, and it wasn't even open. Like, I've never used it. I was like, what the fuck?
I mean, so weirdly enough, okay, this is just good advice in general whenever you're cooking, is write it down. Write it down, because you know what?
I just assumed I didn't have it, though. I knew I needed it.
Of course not.
For the recipe.
Think about it. Okay, how long have you lived in that apartment?
Technically 8 years.
Okay.
So who knows how long it's been in there?
In that first year of 8, you bought that baking powder, and it sit there comfortably.
Never opened.
There like a little.
It was probably my ex-girlfriend who lived here for like 4 years. So
I find whenever you move, you do one of those big shopping where you're like, okay, so I need all the essentials because everything else I threw out. Because this is what. So just so you guys know, guys, like I'll just throw out everything and buy new stuff. Like I don't want to like unless it has sentimental value, which can fit in a box this big, or is it Transformers and Lego and shit like that. Other than that, I'm like, yeah, just fucking, I don't care.
I'm kind of like that. I don't know. I moved around a lot as a kid, so I didn't really give a shit about stuff. I still don't really.
It's a good habit to build on, to not be attached to stuff.
If it's in my way, like if I am like walking and I see it, I don't know why, but if I'm walking and I'm like, while I'm walking, I'm like, get rid of it. Just get it out of here. Like, if I can't put it away, then it's not worth being in my apartment.
It's one of those. It's who is it? Mary Kondo, who does this bring you joy? No, get rid of it.
I mean, some things bring me joy, and I still throw them away. I'm just like, I don't want to look at it when I'm not using it. You know what I mean?
That is true. Listen, hilariously, that is why, like, a lot of the times, especially when you're in an apartment, it's really important to have storage space, because you're like, hey, some things will just annoy the shit out of you if they're in eyesight. You're just like, just get when you need it is when you want it, no other times. Just period. And the audacity that it would show its face in your general direction when you don't need it, absolutely not. Absolutely, I'll burn it to the ground. Okay. So next,
I think we should do the fruit first.
Sure. Because we just got to put that on low and slow and just let it go.
Basically. So because Cole is retarded. I don't know if my mom's watching or not, but they are worded. I got frozen strawberries.
Delicious.
I'm probably going to use that as storage container.
I mean, why not?
And then...
Crap, I missed a step. Did you put any lemon juice or sugar on the diced apples? We put sugar in, and it was soaking in lemon juice.
Yeah, it's soaked in lemon juice.
It wasn't needed for the recipe, in actuality, but there's going to be lemon juice in this stuff.
Yeah, it's going to have some flavor to it.
Take a picture of an empty plate and call it done.
That should be a whole episode.
I mean,
air biscuits. You know what your dad always told you? We're having air biscuits tonight. When you were like, Dad, what's for dinner? Air biscuits.
Hey, just so everyone listening, if you didn't understand what air biscuits are, okay, you had a good childhood. That's okay. just an FYI, okay. If you do know what air biscuits are, welcome on your healing journey. This is Hammered in Cheese.
You told me what air biscuits were? My brother's dad. My brother's dad. Not even my dad. Just some other guy's dad was like, some other group of guys' dad was like, we're having air biscuits tonight. I was like, you don't even love me. I know you don't. That's how I know you don't love me. Because, like, A, why would you? I'm not your kid. And B, you said that shit. Like, what the fuck? Fuck you.
Okay. So, hilarious. Bro, I can only imagine walking into someone's house and you go, hey, you guys got anything to eat? Yeah, lots of air biscuits, motherfucker. And he's like,
this is the guy that kidnapped me, by the way. If you've been following my Twitter.
When you were 6, where you're like, cool, let's go to Florida. And you just bounced.
Yeah, he kidnapped me and then was like, you're having air biscuits tonight.
So, hilariously,
I was like, all right, I guess I'll go to the beach, though.
So if you've ever watched Netflix, let's say that, there is an author who writes books. His name is Harlan Corbin. Harlan Corbin, that's his name. Maybe, something like that. Anyways, he does these murder, mystery, thriller type shows. And we're watching one right now. And I'm like, bro, Cole's childhood life was a Harlan Corbin novel. Like, just period. Like, his mom is in another state freaking the fuck out, and you're like, let's go to Florida. Air guitar on the back. Like, that's definitely...
That was the first time I ever played Nintendo 64. Like,
bro. So, like, I also feel like a big thing in your life at that point was definitely like GoldenEye, N64, and just pure fucking powdered sugar. Just, nah, I'm a Florida boy now, bitches. Like, it's just definitely
a whole lot of fried egg sandwiches. I don't know what that was about, but
I feel like a fried egg sandwich is one of the greatest inventions of mankind.
It is, but like, we had one almost every day.
But then, like, for dinner, you had air biscuits. So, Was he a good dad? No. Was he a bad dad? Also no.
He wasn't my dad.
There you go. All right. So while we are starting on fruit, we're cutting bacon. Don't ask questions, people.
Oh, I already put the fruit on. I showed it the whole time while I was doing it too.
All right. Well, why are you cutting the bacon exactly? Are you just cutting into small pieces of candied bacon? All right. Fair enough.
Like candied bacon bits.
To be very clear, everyone, when you candy bacon, you leave it in long strips, you put sugar on it, and then you put it in the oven low and slow. Apparently, Cole's like, fuck the system. So instead, what he's making is small little candied bacon, which also still delicious.
I don't know, like, you're not going to want long, giant strips of bacon on this shit.
Bro.
You're going to try to eat it, and then it's just going to be like a whole ass piece of bacon just sliding into your mouth.
Let's recap for people who are have been listening previously. I'm the one that went to Dunkin' Donuts and saw snacking bacon and was like, I need snacking bacon. Okay. So the idea that candied bacon is included in any meal, I'm like, cool, snacking bacon. That's like bread that they bring out. You're like, no, I'll eat the shit. I will. Anyone who says don't fill up on the bread, they don't love you. Okay. Because that bread is a challenge. What you're doing is you're setting the stage for the meal to come. Okay, that's what you got to do. That's how it works. Dino, why didn't we go to Dunkin' Donuts in LA? Well, because we went to fancy places.
Victoria. I'm honest, I don't know if they have it because it's more of a north US thing.
It's there. It's there. Dunkin's yeah.
They don't have it in Texas at all.
Okay, but Texas is the Thunderdome. Let's be honest.
I mean, Texas has its own thing, donut places.
Yeah.
And they mostly do kolaches, like we did on a callback episode. Kolaches. We don't really fuck with donuts down there.
Check them out. They're delicious. All right. So we have brown sugar, a fuck ton of bacon, to the oven. You want to put it on like a medium heat.
We're doing this on. We're putting this on the oven or the stove.
I don't know what you want to do, sir. I'm okay with either.
Okay.
Are you putting it in the oven?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. It's gonna take some time.
But I mean, it could just sit in there with the rest of.
Yeah. No, that's the best part.
And I may have overestimated how much alcohol was in that margarita.
Oh.
Or underestimated. Which was worse.
And the extra shot that you dropped on yourself.
And it was a double margarita. The first one.
I mean,
all right.
It's gonna get you. It's gonna get you.
All right.
Like I really feel like
wrap this bacon up real quick.
So basically, it also says to add some ground pepper in there, but that's up to you.
I'll do that at some point.
Yeah. So for that, it does say preheat the oven to 375, but that's fine. Do you want to turn it up to 375?
I can't bake two things at two different speeds.
Yeah, I'm aware. So do you want to turn it up to 375?
No, it's baking. It'll cook at any speed.
Also, just so people know, changing the temperature while baking something can result in shenanigans.
It would fuck the whole thing up. The bacon's fine. The bacon, like, I like softer bacon too, to be fair. So, like, a lot of people like it real crispy, and I don't mind it crispy. I'll eat it that way. I like it. But I actually do prefer it, like, kind of medium.
Flimsy like your backbone, sir?
Yeah, like the way your penis is supposed to be the first thing in the morning.
I wish, man. You know how hard it is to piss with a hard on? It's horrible.
I'm
older.
Suffer from some disease.
Listen, be clear.
29 years old. I don't get hardwood anymore.
Listen. I wake up in the morning. I have to run to the bathroom, bro. I'm an old man.
I do too.
I gotta run to the bathroom, and then I'm hard, and I'm like, the one time I don't need a hard on, and it won't go down. It's a lot. A lot.
Or I push it too. I'll have to pee for like 2 hours, and I'll sleep.
I know.
God, all right, it's time to get up.
My wife has come into the room, because she'll get up early and do stuff, and then I'm like, "Don't wake me up. Let me die. Just let me die slowly."
Let me die.
Well, we got into a fight a long time ago because you know how. Okay, 100% what I'm talking about. When you are sleeping,
that's what broke me and my ex up.
Hey, and a woman walks in and just starts making noise about shit. Okay. Just so
let them sleep in one day, and you're a little bit like you're vacuuming or something.
Oh,
like,
if you don't let
fuck,
if you don't let them sleep in, they will cut you. Okay, but if you're not up, you're a piece of shit. And I'm like, no, that's false. Do you know how many times I've turned on the TV while in the morning when my wife was still asleep? In 8 years of marriage, and countless times of being here. Once. And the shit that she gave me I'm already up now. I'm like, it's 8 o'clock. Who gives a shit? Sleeping.
I got in an argument one time because I got to take a piss, right? And I came back and the bed was made. And I was like, and I just got back in the bed. I was like, I'm not even going to deal with it. And she like, you're not getting up? It's 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, it's Sunday!
7 o'clock? Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. How dare you?
We don't go to church. We're not church people.
I'll be honest. Even when I was church people, didn't wake up at 7.
Not on a Sunday, right?
No. Earliest church was at 10 o'clock. That means I woke up at 9, out the door by 9:30, in my chair by 9:35. People.
That's you know why?
Because I'm better than you. That's specifically why. Just to be very clear.
Now, that's what broke me and my ex up. We were just two different kinds of sleeping pattern people. Like that's a big line. Like you could be two different kinds of people, but sleeping patterns really make a difference. So, she was a 6:30 a.m. riser. I was I'm embarrassed to say I'm an 11 o'clock guy. Like I really am. Like 100%. So, I can make myself be a 9 o'clock guy. I'm not getting up earlier than that.
That's for dollars. That's it. If you're paying me to wake up early, I'll wake up early. That's fine.
Yeah, but you can't pay me to get up earlier than 9. I'm sorry, it's just not gonna happen.
No, that means my soul is on the line, and I gotta go get some fucking holy blessings. That's what I need.
Be broke. I gotta be broke.
Super broke. Yeah, super broke. I have to hate myself top tier hate. Like
I gotta be damn near homeless to wake up before 9 o'clock.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Just for shout out to those people who are waking up early. You're part of the problem. In our eyes, you're the problem, not the solution. Okay. Go back to your middle of the night caves where you work a job, disgusting, and just stay there. Don't ruin my mornings by waking me up. That's horrible. Horrible idea. Yeah, bro. No, that's one of those things where like, I've actively been. Okay, hold on. What are you doing?
I'm gonna throw some jalapenos in the sauce.
Okay, so we've been discussing this for the longest time. I have a theory that berries and jalapenos are a huge thing that should be together, and a lot of people don't.
One of my favorite combos is blueberry jalapeno.
So, what we're attempting with this compote is to combine the two flavors. Also including blueberries, because that's the thing. They were on sale.
You would love Texas if that's the case. If you like jalapeno and fruit, that's just such a big thing in Texas.
What is the Texas situation on scorpions, can I ask?
Oh, bro.
A lot, right?
Bro. That's like where the scorpions spawn. Like, if you ever see a scorpion, it probably came from Texas.
So that was
either Texas or Australia.
Yeah, that was the issue with Mexico too. Was where I was in a desert. So the desert, just so people know.
Okay, if you
want where scorpions like.
Mexico is just Texas. They're the same place. I grew up 8 hours from the border of Mexico. It's not that far.
I'm pretty sure that was a gas station back in the day called Texaco. Just so everyone knows.
It's the same place. I mean, Texas.
I have heard of this, that some people refer to themselves as Texican.
Yeah, that's real South Texas. Like we're near the border.
It's the border. Like that's an area that they're like, bro.
They were Mexican. Brown skin, not somebody like me. Like you know what I mean. Like you got to be dark. That's not some white people shit.
Yeah, you need to look at those people and go, they'll work. That's fine.
If you hear a white guy say, I'm Texican, no, you're a racist. That's what you are.
Definitely racist. He's looking for a shot to use certain words, if we will. So, do you have anything to break up that compote, like to mash it a little bit? Do you have a...
yes!
The plot thicket.
Or should I use a whisk? Which is it? What do you want? What do you want? What do you mean break it up?
I want the hammer.
You want the hammer? Okay.
Hills have
I wanted the hammer too.
Kind of people. I mean, no. So Texican is a very specific area where it's like
Americanized.
It's for
Mexican.
For all intents and purposes, they don't give a shit about the United States. They were in that area before the United States exists, before Mexico. Like they are that area of people, right? So it's a very specific, like those are people that have like family stories about the Alamo and shit like that, right? Like it's not. Hey, I just want to make sure everyone watched what I watched right now and loved it the same way, where Cole was trying to smash it with the side or top of the hammer, not the bottom, not the hitting, the smashing part of it.
It don't fit, bro. Come on, man.
Do me a favor. Do you have like a old fashioned glass, like a half glass, like not a highball, the lower one, the shorter one, like a flat glass, like that? Yes.
I had two, but the other one disappeared. I don't know. I think somebody broke it. Didn't want to tell me.
There's the guy in the background.
It's gone.
It's just gone. Well, if you have another glass like that, you can use the bottom of it to smash it. Okay?
Come heat, bro. I cut my finger off a few years ago. I'm kind of afraid to use glass for shit like that.
The hammer it is.
All I was doing was washing dishes. Why is it smoking?
Cole, just mix it around. You don't have a cocktail muddler or a rolling pin. Those would work as well.
No, because I'm poor. Victoria, come on now. I just entered middle class this year.
Let's not go
this past tax season. Worked my ass off. And technically I didn't quite make it, because if you ask the IRS, I took a certain amount loss because I'm a 1099 worker. So technically my income isn't exactly what my income says. But I don't. That's semantics.
What's a 1099 worker?
So a business worker. A W-2 is somebody who like punches in a clock. But a 1099 worker, has to pay expenses and doesn't pay taxes until
self-employed.
Self-employed.
A beer bottle or wine bottle works as well. A Jack's bottle is harder to roll things. That's a good point. Yeah, just use the bottom of it and just don't put the hammer in there at the same time.
Well, I was dripping it off. Calm down. Calm down.
I'm just trying to be helpful.
Hold on, there's a sticker at the bottom of this.
Don't use the sticker. That definitely good catch. Good catch, drunkie.
Nothing goes over my head. I would catch it.
Except my line of sight, because I'm taller.
This sticker's falling apart.
So a potato masher, Victoria. Listen, let's go into
a potato smasher. The hammer.
Listen, let's go into a story. Victoria had a favorite potato masher, and it was like where it would like spring and release. Yeah, there you go.
My beer mug.
That works too. So, for the longest time, we didn't have mashed potatoes because Victoria's preferential potato masher was broken or disappeared, whatever. And now we got a ricer.
All the ways you can make mashed potatoes. Come on, you don't need a fucking masher. I've never had a masher until I bought this, and you were there when I bought it. Technically. I made you be there. I sent you a voicemail.
You did. Also true. Now we have a potato ricer, which means
bro, those are the best way to make mashed potatoes.
100%.
Bro.
So
solid choice.
It wasn't broken. It went missing. We have some sort of
somebody stole it.
I mean, but nobody comes into our house, man. And the problem is, if I insinuate that it was a helper or something like that, they have no reason to do that. It's
thought help. I lost so much, like, not respect, but like, I don't know, for you. It's not respect because, like, you have help, like, mad respect. But, like, at the same time, it's like, you got help.
It's not for me. No. Hold on. Okay. That may have come across misleading. Okay. Just let's be very clear.
Exactly.
I don't have help. Okay. I don't refer to someone in my household as the help. Let's be very clear. Okay.
They have like a second staircase.
They do not. There's one staircase. It is located right here. Okay. Because I am in a dungeon of existence. And if I had help, I'll tell you, this ceiling would be a lot higher.
People make you breakfast and you never make eye contact with them.
Well, that's just in general, though. It's like I don't like. There's a difference between the help and someone who's your chef or something like that. That's not, those aren't the same, right?
You guys have a personal chef?
No, we don't have a personal chef.
So then I'm not following this story. So I was about to say, why don't you have him on the show as a guest?
It's not. No.
Or her. No. You know, it's a woman's job too.
They assist with my elderly in-laws. That's
okay. You have a nurse. Okay.
Yeah. So
nurse. That's different. That's not the help.
It's not help. No, it's not the help. It's very much not the help.
That's the help.
If they do his.
That's the help, bro. Over here, please.
That's not. That was misleading, and I apologize because that's not true. But just an FYI, why don't you check on my cat? My cat Apollo took the masher. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. It's shiny, and he likes to steal things. So why don't you check on that cake? See how it's working.
Check on it, okay.
And the bacon. You're making yourself another.
Been in there 5 minutes, bro.
Hey, you are fully shit-faced right now, and you're like, I need another drink, and I'm like, I respect it. But now, just so everyone knows, the booze has got him. We are no idea what's happening. You just burn your face. There, see, that's how it goes.
Yeah, it's not done yet.
Yeah, I'm aware it's not done yet. Thank you, sir.
You said check on it. I knew it wasn't done.
Maybe you could take the camera and show us what's happening, sir.
No, I need to clean my oven.
Does Cole have the Asian glow? No, he has the white man glow.
I do have Asian glow. I'm related to Genghis Khan. That's why I get the Asian glow. That's the thing. I did the 23andMe. I'm related to Genghis Khan.
False.
You know, because he's supposedly related to like 66% of all men in the world. I'm one of those 66%. I got conqueror in my blood. What?
Nope, that's not true. Let's just start.
It is true. I didn't make that up.
An international
fact, bro.
Just so we can just clear the air of that. An international group of geneticists studying Y chromosome data have found that nearly 8% of men living in the region of the former Mongol Empire carry Y chromosomes that are nearly identical. That translates to 0.5% of the male population in the world, or roughly 16 million descendants living today of Genghis Khan. So,
well, that's not what 23andMe told me. They told me I'm related to Genghis Khan.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't say that. You know what they really said? They said that I'm 0.3% Asian. And they're like, probably Genghis Khan when I asked them about it.
Definitely. Yeah, that makes sense. That's
they're like, Genghis Khan raped a lot. So, like, I was like, bet.
This is almost as bad as the Paul Dean episode, everyone. Nice.
Almost as bad.
Almost. We're close. We're getting there.
The difference is I'm a host. Whereas I let somebody else come on the show and they just started saying whatever the fuck they wanted.
They just started freeballing.
That's not okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not encouraged, but it does make things interesting. That's for sure. How is everything looking, sir? Aside from the fact that you see 7 of me.
Oh, I'm not anywhere near there yet.
It's coming.
By the time this fucking cake is done, shit, you're like, what's big?
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like
That's a me fault. That's fine.
It is.
You should stir up that compote, I think.
It don't even smell sweet. I'm gonna throw some
more sugar.
Yeah.
Hey, just give it some time. Give it some time.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
No sugar?
You know why? Because you put a lot of we have what's in there. Is just did you put any lime juice?
No.
Put some lime juice. The compote needs time to break down. Exactly. Yeah, it's just all.
I don't put my lime juice out, motherfucker.
Okay, don't worry about it. Do you have like?
Tell me to keep it.
It's okay. Do you have like a lemon or anything that you could just squeeze in there? I'm sorry. I apologize.
If you don't tell me to get it, I don't have it.
So it wasn't the recipe, but that's fine. I
didn't know that.
It's okay. Ultimately, that is fair. Here's an idea: go out to your farm and pick a fresh lemon. Cole, do you have a farm that has fresh lemons on it?
Yeah, totally.
I couldn't resist mentioning it, guys. But would liquor work? I mean, yeah. What are you throwing in?
Wine.
What kind of wine?
Mango strawberry.
All right, that's fine.
It's like a shot.
Add wine.
Drink that tonight.
Okay, so Victoria, in all caps, says don't put in ginger ale, which I think is fair.
I don't have any ginger ale. It wasn't on the recipe.
There you go. All we got is margarita mix, people.
Margarita mix almost gone.
At this point, we just got.
Oh, you know what?
Garita.
Grayson, do you have any Mike's Hard lemonades left?
Yeah, I got one.
That's lemon.
Just listen, so everyone knows, while it may smell like lemon, taste like lemon, doesn't necessarily have the components that you need. Just sub it out for lemon. But we're going to try. We're going to see what happens. Sure, why not? Don't put the whole thing in there, please.
No shit.
Hey, I'm glad.
I'm glad. Anyway, this is a perfectly good drink.
I'm glad you took a zip verse before dumping it in the communal pot. That's good. That's.
It's for me. It's not like I'm sharing.
It's not the point.
Who else is gonna eat it? My brother, who, yeah, he's got that fucking kidnapper dad, but like we share the same mom.
Compote requires brown sugar, honey. It does have brown sugar in there already. We
don't know how much brown sugar. I should probably add more. It's probably kind of bitter. He told me not to add sugar.
You put a lot. Cole was testing for poison. It's alcohol, so it's definitely poison. That's fine.
I was testing for alcohol.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta test things. Okay. So we have the cake. Should be something's happening.
We have 24 minutes left till that cake is done. Ah! It burned my face.
Yeah.
You ever stick your face in the oven
all the time,
knowing damn well it's about to blow fucking hot air at you? I do it every time.
Yeah. I think it might be a man thing, though.
Huh?
I think it might be a man thing.
Do women not do that?
No, they're smarter than us.
Not the ones I date.
I mean, that's different.
The bacon is starting to harden a little bit, crisp up a little tiny bit. Mixing it up in that brown sugar. Throw back up in there. Ah, no! I dropped the oven mitt in the oven.
I mean, sometimes
it's one of those days, man.
It's one. Well, listen. Technically, all days are one of those days, but it's fine. It's one of those. I kind of want to get Grayson like a Butler T-shirt.
A Butler needs to help.
Yeah, just start calling him the help. I mean, I think it'd be funny for the show. What do you guys think? Should we hire Grayson on as a butler for the show? I feel that would be beneficial.
It's too mouthy.
Yeah, but we can teach him to be like fancy mouthy, like Alfred.
I don't know. You ever try to ask him to take the trash out? He's just like, took it out 4 days ago.
I should probably send you a cattle prod or something. That'll help. So, it's good for the soul. You know, a little bit of... And
I asked him today on his birthday. He was just like, are you serious? Yeah, it's full. He's just like...
You still live here. Just because it's your birthday doesn't mean shit. Welcome to manhood, Grayson.
23 years old. He has to be explained.
23? Nobody gives a shit about you. Just... Yeah, man.
Yeah, I tried to explain to him last year. I was like, you don't have any more birthdays. It's just over.
Yeah.
It's just done.
Bro, my wife keeps on asking me, like, what do you want to do for your birthday? I'm like, nothing. not die.
That's what Mom's doing. I was like, your birthday's coming up soon. I'm like, if I want anything for my birthday, I'll provide it. If you want to get me anything for my birthday, get it. But I'm not telling you what I want. I'll get it for myself.
Like, I just send my wife a picture from Instagram. I'm like, yeah, here, my birthday's coming. Here you go.
Is it a picture of another woman?
No.
That'd be me. I'm like, this is what I want.
Yeah.
And it's like 3 Instagram models.
It'll be a picture of her sister. You'll be like, yeah, hook me up.
It's a picture of her mom.
Her younger sister. You're like, yeah, that's fine. And her mom, like, let's see if they're okay with, you know, a little free use or something. What's up?
You're getting divorced tonight.
41. I am already looking at old folks' home. I mean,
you should
get on that list. Bro. Get on that list. That's what you need. Like,
I did a lot of carpet in Chagrin Falls for an old folks' home. Don't go there.
Don't go there.
They let people die.
Yeah. Listen.
They just let you croak.
It's one of those things where, like, I try and stay away from old age homes just because of the smell. Hey, what's happening, Joey? Where the fuck have you been, you cocksucker? And Cole is like 6-star shit face. Maybe 4-star, not quite 6.
Yeah, 4. No, come on. I can get way worse than this. I don't have enough alcohol left.
There's a chance that in the next 2 hours, he's gonna say the words, "Hey, watch this." That's when you know he's 6-star. That's usually
do that anyway.
I know, but for you it's different because you're like, I'm gonna see if I can jump off the balcony. You're like, that's a bad idea. A horrible idea.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? After this show, I'm gonna go clean my apartment. Because that's how you clean your apartment. You get shit faced. That way it's not taking up any time. Because all time while you're shit faced doesn't exist.
We let you croak in peace, Acme Old Folk Home. I mean, I'm okay with that. Just to be clear. Like, that's like I rather the Judge Dredd, like the old Sylvester Stallone Judge Dredd process. Like, you're retired. Go into the wilderness and fight for your life. You're like, I feel like that's a better retirement plan than anything else right now. Go into the wilderness and fight the mountain people. You'll die, but that's okay. There's 2 purposes: population control and keeps the mountain people on the edge. Good. I don't know.
Since we're down to the last 15 minutes or so, I'm going to go ahead and start the garnish process.
Ooh, wait. Can we get a picture inside the oven or no?
In the oven? No. Like I said, I need to clean my oven.
Oh, you mean like the inside of your oven's nasty?
Kind of gross, yeah.
That's fair. It's an oven. That's what it does.
Oh, and I'm a guy, you know what I mean? So I really push the envelope on that.
Now I'm just picturing Porky Pig saying, "That's old, folks." That's good. I would suggest, so you know what you can do, Cole? This is a little trick I heard on the little interwebs, was take a large pot of water, fill it with water, put it in your oven on low,
okay,
and just let it go for a few hours. And essentially, it'll help with the cleaning. Like, it'll just moisture everything to shit, so that when the time comes, you can like just wipe it down and it'll come off quick and easy.
Good to know. Good to know. I was gonna get the scrubbing bubbles.
Yeah, see, I think scrubbing bubbles might be toxic. I don't know. There's a lot of things these days that are not good for you.
Yeah, like they've been fucking spraying Roundup on our food like I've been doing it since 2008.
You know how many times people have asked me like, "Hey, you going to the States?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Can you get me some Roundup?" And I'm like, "No."
Roundup? What the fuck? Yeah.
And they're like, "Because you can't get it in Canada." So
I wonder fucking why.
Yeah, because it will fucking give you goblin children. I gotta pee. Thanks for letting us go, Joey.
We're the freest country in the weirdest ways.
I said this to somebody the other day. I'm like, we currently live, for lack of a better or more specific term, in a surveillance state. Both in Canada, the US, the UK, Australia. There are a lot of cameras, a lot of surveillance. It's just a thing. Now, that being said, if you really wanted to make change, you could use that nanny state information to solve traffic issues everywhere. It's very simple because you could have drones, you could like everything would be quick, fast, no problem. Okay. But the best part is that the government is like, no. We don't use our surveillance state powers for the good of the people. We use it to keep the people under our goddamn fucking thumb, which you're like, ta.
I don't like it. I'm not gonna lie, man. For a while, there was these like camera looking things with like a solar panel above it.
Yeah.
And I thought they were like traffic cams, you know what I mean? Like they take a picture of you, let you know you're speeding or whatever. Come to find out, those are what license plate readers. I was like, no, we're taking a baseball bat to every one of these. I don't like at some point I'm not gonna do it, but I'm definitely gonna pay some teenager to do it. Like get the fuck out of here. Oh, it's to help for like people who are kidnapped. Oh, I don't care that much. I don't care that much. Just I don't know, parent your kid better.
How about teach people not to get in a van? Fucking strangers' cars. Do you know what? Okay, in my entire life, only one time did someone pull up while me and other youth, okay? This is before the internet. Me and other youth were playing in a yard. That's literally how it happened, okay? She pulled up, put down her window. I came up. I was still like 5 feet away from the car. I leaned down and said, "What can I do for you?" She goes, "Do you know where this is?" I'm like, "I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Can you speak louder?" She goes, "I can't. Can you come closer?" And I'm like, "No." And I walked away. Now, hilariously, my older brother, who has since passed away, was like, "Hey, Fatso, she's not getting you through the window. Don't worry about it." And he proceeds to walk up and was like, "What do you need, ma'am?" It's like this. She's like, "Oh, yeah, it's just down here." And she was like, "Oh, thank you very much." Because I'm like, we were all fat. There was no one getting stolen.
I mean, take it from somebody who's been kidnapped before. It's not the worst thing in the world. Like, you go to Florida and play Nintendo 64. You play Donkey Kong. Like,
let's go on the record saying that Cole's kidnap experience is not indicative of all kidnap experiences that you may experience in your state.
Like, you're not. When you tell me that you have a license plate reader on the side of the road and it's to stop kidnappings, I'm like, pussies.
Yeah. Bunch of liars. What I think you should do is you should go over there with an untied shoe and then just like lean on it and like to tie your shoe and then just fall onto it and be like, "Oh no, I don't know what happened."
Yeah, I don't look heavy. You know, evidently there's like 9 pounds of silver in it though.
If you got any crackhead friends, send them out. Send them out. Hey, people, during the wintertime, people are more careful about letting intruders into random places. So you got to hit the streets, people. You got to work smart. Collect the silver from inside the scanner. There you go. Also, 5G towers. Great source for them. Great source for copper wire.
We're getting removed from YouTube tonight, bro.
Got a license plate that said free candy.
Our license plate says free candy. You know me, I'd get in.
I mean, Yeah. Well, I got a ride and free candy. You losers had to walk. That's fair.
I've been kidnapped before. It's not the worst thing in the world.
Bro, you know how many times like people have come up to me and be like, "Oh, I was worried someone took you." And I'm like, "Where would they take me?"
Do you know how many times I've told people I was kidnapped and they're like that trash.
I'm like, they're like, "Hey, where you been?" I'm like, "I was kidnapped." They're like, "Really?" And I'm like, "No!" By a semi? Like, what are you thinking?
Most people are like, to me, they're like, "What happened to you?" And I was like, "I was kidnapped one time," and they're like, "Oh."
But at the same time, you got to be like, "Best weekend of my life, bro." And then just watch the weekend.
Like a 6-month period. Like it was dope as fuck. It wasn't. There's some woman like feeding me, and it wasn't my mom yelling at me. You know, like. I'll be like, "You're not my real mom. You're my kidnapped mom."
Bro, at the same time, just saying to somebody, you're like, I was kidnapped back in the day. You're like, best 6 months of my life. And you're like, what? You're like, yeah, bro, it was all breakfast sandwiches and fucking.
What year was it? I had been 6, maybe 7, somewhere around. So 2002? I've been around 2002, 2003. No, it had been. I was 6 in 2000. So it was like before 9/11. It was like pre 9/11. That's why they're like, whatever. They're like, whatever. Who cares?
I have issues with your statement that you just said. Like, I was 6 before 9/11. You're like, we have an issue. Okay, so a current watcher just messaged me and they said Cole is the only person I know of who has failed getting kidnapped for sex trafficking. I mean, kinda.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing is I was kidnapped and I wasn't sex trafficked.
Not like
I was just like they just wanted to be my dad. That's all it was. They just wanted to be my dad.
Which I feel like that's a great sitcom. Like we just thought you'd be better with us, and you're like, and I am. You got a breakfast sandwich for everything, bro? Bam!
A fried egg sandwich.
Yeah, fried egg. Yeah, bro. Like that. I mean, like as things go, you're like, I think everyone who's been kidnapped is hoping you're like. Fried egg sandwiches.
I want to go on record and say that not all kidnappings, like it's a little tone deaf. All kidnappings are Jeffrey Epstein level.
No kidnapping is what he had. That's not a real thing. Okay, that is traumatic.
Legally, I was trafficked across states lines, several state lines from Texas to Louisiana to Alabama to Mississippi to Louisiana, whatever's before Georgia, and then Florida. It was a lot of states. There was a lot of states I had to go through.
You were kidnapped, trafficked across state lines, and then allowed to get older. I mean, that's the funniest shit I've ever heard in my life. Like, you're like, we did all this, and then we're just gonna let you get old. You're like, I don't.
Right. We're done.
That is a weird thing. That's a weird situation to be in. So, how are we looking on time wise?
10 more minutes.
10. You said we have 15 more minutes ago. 10 minutes ago. Just this is French. Hey, this is Turkish.
The first time.
How long are those hot dogs? 10 minutes, French. How long are those hot dogs? 15 minutes, French. You're like, how did it get more? You're like, oh.
You know, I get it from my mom. So like one time, I asked my mom if she was on her way. After I took the Texas standardized test, okay, that's called at the time it was called the tax test, and I took the test, and I texted her. I was like, "Hey, I'm done. You should come get me. I don't have anything to do. I'm chilling." Right? That was at 11:45, and she said, "Okay, almost on my way." And I thought the second "almost" was like a typo.
Nope.
Well. At noon, I said, "So what's going on?" And then she said, "I said I was almost on my way." I was like, "Oh,
see you tomorrow."
To find out, that meant I'm picking you up at 4:00.
Yeah. Hang out
like you normally get out.
Yeah.
So it's a family trait. I should have stayed kidnapped. Is what I'm trying to relate here.
I feel like this would have been a different show if we had fried egg sandwiches just shooting across the screen. You're like, Got my fried egg sandwiches. What's up, bitches? Oh,
I think somebody who's willing to kidnap you might try to love you. Might.
Yeah, but not in the good way. Like
I mean,
right? Don't get kidnapped, people.
You can only go up, right?
Yeah, but at the same time, maybe don't go that low. Just you could live life without getting kidnapped before.
I guess. I don't know. I had a good time.
Holy shit, if you guys want to get banned in Italy, you could do the pasta and gravy. Oh, I actually just sent that to Walkie Talkies Are Neat. A lady went to Italy. Does it smell good?
Yeah. Anyway, you were saying?
So a lady in Italy ordered pasta and then covered it in gravy. And
what kind of gravy?
Looked like chicken gravy, the lighter gravy. Yeah, like listen, don't get me wrong, I'd still eat it, but at the same time, Italians lose their mind when you do that shit. So I feel like we should give that a try. Pasta and gravy next week, baby.
What kind of is there meat in it? Is there chicken? Just pasta and gravy.
Pasta and gravy.
Okay. Like it's technically vegetarian.
I mean, we have it. Gravy is not vegetarian.
I mean, there's no meat in it. They can drink milk. They can eat gravy.
It's kind of not. How much on those hot dogs?
Vegan. It's not vegan.
It's definitely not
vegan. Definitely, it's vegetarian. There's no meat in it.
Okay, guys, we've had 5 minutes pass. There's probably about 15 minutes left on that cake.
There's 6 minutes left.
Have we made? Did we make poutine? We made poutine, didn't we?
I don't think we did.
Hi, Carly. Welcome. We're making apple cake and candy bacon and some sort of compote with things.
Almost done. We're almost 6 minutes. This is what you get for bacon. You wanted to bake.
You know what? I don't regret it. I don't regret it one bit, sir.
I wanted to throw a chicken in the deep fryer. That's what I wanted to do this week.
No, you suggested some weird ass word. What was that word?
Weird ass word. Did I suggest anything?
You suggested a word, and I was like, all right. Cole said he's going to eat it with a slice of cheese. I mean, probably.
I did not. So there's this thing in New England.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with what New England is? Do you know? It's like the 13 colonies, essentially.
It's where Tom Brady.
The original 13 colonies. That's the New England area. All right. And they like to take cheddar cheese, sometimes Swiss cheese, and melt it over apple pie. And it is, I've never tried it, but I know it's the most disgusting thing you could ever do in your life. And Carly is one of those people. She's from Connecticut. That's New England.
Is she in Ohio now or no?
No. She's just a friend of mine from Connecticut. And she was trying to tell me to put cheese on it. I was like, no.
Ew, no.
It's Connecticut. You don't melt it? Oh, that's even worse. What?
That's even worse. To be very clear, that's much worse. That's
even worse. You just eat it cold?
Is the apple pie warmed?
I assumed you melted it. I've seen people make it. They melted it.
You just eat a slice of cheese with it. Okay, so let's be very clear. I need details. Are we talking about like the throw at your baby's face American cheese slice? Or
everybody I've ever met that ate it was a truck driver.
Then this isn't a topic for discussion. We're not trying it. That's fucking weird, bro.
Exactly.
Truck drivers live off
of working at Denny's, and every fucking truck driver, not every truck driver, but every truck driver from New England wanted to put fucking cheddar cheese, sometimes Swiss cheese, melt it over their apple pie. I was like, y'all gotta get the fuck out of here.
Let's be honest.
Leave my Denny's.
Let's be honest, is that cheddar cheese on apple pie sounds criminal. Swiss, you're from your father. Like you have a problem. Like,
that's a hanging. That's a crime. Against humanity. That's a mustard gas level crime.
So I just received a thing off Pinterest. It looks like, why is cheese served with apple pie? Cheese, specifically sharp cheddar, not American, sharp cheddar, has been served with apple pie in the U.S. as early as the 1800s. Just so you know, that's when people still had
means some northern Civil War shit.
Wood teeth and possibly homeless people. Okay, nacho pie.
Nacho pie. Okay.
Delicious. Okay, let's see. Hold on. So, but the combination was likely born in England in the 17th century. A tradition of using dairy-based sauces in pies evolved into an affinity for topping pie with cheese. It's called a la mode, you Connecticut motherfuckers. Just put ice cream like a normal person.
Why do you need to put ice cream on pie? Like that kind of irks me. Like if your dessert can't stand on its own without ice cream, it's not a dessert. It just sucks. If you need ice cream on top of your dessert, it sucks. I'm a big ice cream guy.
Yeah.
Don't put ice cream on your dessert and call it dessert. It's dessert and ice cream. Give me the ice cream if your shit sucks. Just give me your fucking ice cream. Why you gotta give me this shitty shit and then say it's put ice cream on it?
This is the explanation. Areas with lots of dairy farms like New England, Pennsylvania, and the Midwest became hotspots. Hotspots. That's the word used for cheesy apple pie. Today, the tradition seems to hold strongest in New England, a region that also knows both dairy products and apple production. Fine.
They love it there, dude. I lived in Maine for 3 years when my mom was married to the guy who kidnapped me. They loved it there.
So, the Midwest, as well as parts of England and Canada,
evidently, which is where you're from.
Gross. Throughout the rest of the U.S., particularly the South, it's not so common, and to some, it's polarizing as pineapple on pizza. Oh,
I would say.
You heathens eat cinnamon buns with chili.
Nobody has like. Okay, I liked it when I tried it. It's good. Chili on cinnamon bun, but I'm not over here advocating it by no means. It's not something I would be like, oh, give me chili on my cinnamon bun. Just give me the fucking cinnamon bun. Just give me the cinnamon bun. I don't need chili. It's a waste of a can of chili.
Oh yeah. Somebody just sent me a recipe for an affogato, which, just so you know, guys, the best way to drink coffee is with a scoop of ice cream in it. It's called an affogato, and it is fantastic.
We should do a Greek coffee episode at some point.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like the beans, and I'll crush them up or whatever.
We will not do it this way. I will show you the way. I will send you a package, and that is all you'll need. Okay?
Yeah, forget about it.
Yeah. No, that is Italian. Just calm down, sir. Okay?
Bada bing, bada boom.
I hate you sometimes. Yeah. Just since you have 6 minutes left, you can make this. It means affogato.
10 seconds.
He doesn't have a coffee machine, bro. That's not.
I have a coffee pot.
You have what?
I have a coffee pot.
You have a coffee pot? Nah, that's okay. Don't worry about
it. I have a magic bullet.
Nope. You can. Hey, if you have a magic bullet, you might want to throw the compote in there and blend it.
It's done. It's pretty compoted.
Hey, Walkie Talkies or Need has upped the ante and said, "Grow the damn beans, Cole." So,
grow the beans. Okay.
For our next episode, Cole is moving to a region of Ethiopia known for its coffee beans, and we'll be collecting them and then coming back. That's fine.
These apples are not visible. I don't care what anybody says.
I feel like if we send Cole to Africa for coffee beans, he's going to come back with blood diamonds.
We'll come back with mushrooms.
Also possibly true. Can we take a look at that cake, sir?
Yeah. It's not. It don't look like the dude who made it, though.
Is it a little brown on top?
Definitely brown on top.
Do you have a toothpick to test it?
No.
That looks fucking delicious, bro.
It is. It does. The apples are not visible, though. I don't care. I guess I didn't chop them thin enough.
He did not.
Probably went too thick. But this thing is going to be good.
Does it smell good?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely good. It's got the same, like, viscosity or thickness to, like, a brownie. So,
hey, don't cut it.
Don't cut it?
Don't cut it. Let it set. You got to leave it for a couple minutes.
Okay.
Do you have a wire rack?
Wire rack? What? What is a wire rack? The thing I put my dishes on?
No, it would just be like a little stand, so it would be off the ground.
So the thing I put my dishes on. Okay. Where the fuck is my oven mitt?
Okay. Hey,
come on, watch my oven mitt. There it is.
Look at me. Look at me. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to try and use the parchment paper to take it out and then rest it on that thing so it's off of the ground. Show me what you're talking about.
You don't want it.
No. Definitely don't use that.
Well, then I don't got it.
Okay. So all you have to do is take it out of the tin and let it sit for. Actually, you know what? Just leave it in the tin. Leave it in the tin. Just set it aside.
You're going to keep cooking in a tin. It's metal tin.
Okay.
So should I take it out and put it on top of my wooden thingy?
Yeah, do that. Just be careful that it doesn't all fall apart. The whole idea is to keep it together.
Be careful you don't fall apart.
I mean, I'm trying, bro. I haven't eaten since Sunday.
This is our longest episode.
It is our longest episode because somebody's taking their sweet ass time and getting shit faced. But that's just me.
I didn't try that hard to take it out, by the way. I just kind of lifted it.
It came out okay?
Yeah.
It looks good.
Oh, yeah.
Just give it some time.
You have to be lifted. It's like the bread part is going to be bread, but it's not invisible by no means. I don't think I cut this. I think I made too many apples.
It's possible, but just
it said 4 apples in the recipe. I cut the fuck out of 4 apples. I feel like it was more of a 2-appler. They must have got some. They must have had apples in Canada. Not. They didn't have American apples. GMO apples.
You know that's not true, sir.
Must have had Irish apples, somewhere European apples. They have no American apples. You got 4 apples. That's a meal, bro. That's a meal for the family. 4 apples. That's a fuck. 1 apple could feed me. Like honestly, I'm a big guy. I'm a 250-pound man. You give me an apple, I'm like, God damn, I'm full. Like shit, I'm done for the afternoon.
Little did we know that now it has been revealed that Cole's destiny was originally to be a doctor, and every time he consumes an apple, it almost kills him. Because an apple a day.
1 apple a day.
A day will kill Cole, eventually.
That's not the prime. It keeps that doctor away.
Maybe you were destined to be a doctor, sir. If you weren't kidnapped when you were 6 years old, you may have been a doctor.
I don't think this would stop me. I think it was the fact that like college was too hard. I went to college and I was like, why do I have to write an essay? I already know the answers to the questions. You got to do a 5-page essay. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. You got it. No, I just drop out.
Can't you just go to community college where you don't have to fill out an essay?
That's where I went. This is where I went into community college.
A 5-page essay for community college? Oh, get the fuck out of here. Hey, can I ask you a question?
And most of the teachers were the same age as me because I didn't start college until I was like 24. They're like 27. I was like, come on, man. We're like,
hey, Cole.
We're like peers.
We are. Yeah, that's fair. I didn't realize you have Chinese characters on your right arm. What do they say?
Oh, I got
chicken noodles.
The right angle.
What does it say?
Gong Zi Fa Chai. I want to know if she knows what that means.
That's probably not you.
What do you know? Do you know what that means, Victoria? Gong Zi Fa Chai.
Gung Hei Fa Choi, you mean?
Gong Zi Fa Chai. I know for a fact it's Gong Zi Fa Chai.
Gung Hei Fa Choi is Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, exactly.
Well, okay.
Well, that's what they mean. It actually means something close to like I hope you get rich, which is why I like it. Happy New Year, yeah. But it actually translates to I hope you get rich in Mandarin. Maybe Cantonese, I don't know. But I liked it. When somebody told me, explained to me that it means I hope you get rich next year or something like that, I was like, that's got to go on me. It's going to go on me.
I mean, I understand it, but I feel like you missed your opportunity to get your palm tattooed with "Give me my money, bitch." I feel like that would have been more your...
Bitch better have my money.
Yeah. I feel like that would have been more...
I can still get it. I can get a dollar bill in there.
There's always tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, my birthday's coming up. I just filed my taxes. My tax return was accepted, even though I don't know why it was accepted.
There is both Mandarin and Cantonese. It's Gang Hei Fa Choi, which means wishing you prosperity in the coming year. That's what it means.
Same idea. You know, and nothing ever translates from one language to the other perfectly, but you get the idea, you know? So.
This episode has been brought to you by Mike's Hard Lemonade. We are here to party. That's fine.
This is Mike's Harder Lemonade, which means it's...
Hey, that's because after you drink it, you're ready to inhale the can right through your butthole.
Where's the alcohol content on here? They don't even say. Like, they're like on here. Oh, 8%.
That's like a Canadian cooler. That's fine. Yeah.
I'm not getting shit done the rest of the night.
No. You barely got shit done right now, bro.
What are we at? What are we at time-wise? Like, are we past that 10-minute mark?
I think so. Give it,
okay.
Hey, try cutting it and see what happens. Don't cut it in the middle. Cut it on the edge. That's not a knife.
The knife counts.
I live in a crazy world, people.
Just cut right through the paper.
Oh, that's a start. Can you hold up a cross section once you have cut it, sir? Paul Hogan is crying right now. I mean, a lot of things. His skin didn't age well.
He's the G, bro. All right. This is about to be so good.
Okay, well, let me see the cake, you son of a bitch. All right.
Hey, so
We're there. We're getting there, people.
Maybe you're right. This isn't a knife.
I mean,
any paper? Put a little bit of paper left.
I mean, you may have taken some paper with that.
There's a lot of paper left. Holy shit!
Don't dump it on.
Hey, take the paper off.
This is top tier entertainment, people. Top tier. Use a damn knife. There's paper missing. No, we found the paper. We know where the paper is. The paper is on the cake.
I got it off. I got it off.
You got it off. So, damn it, Cole, I was rooting for you. We're all rooting for him, everyone. Let's be very clear. What did you squish? What did he squish with his hand? Let's check out that.
Bacon is fucking crazy.
Can you show me an up close of the goddamn cake, you dirty whore?
That's the candy bacon. I don't know if you really want to look at it.
I don't want to see that. I want to see the cake.
Get the grease off.
Yeah. Just so everyone knows. Cole, I can't load up the picture while we're going, so I just want you to take your camera and bring it real close so I can see the cake. And we have the compote.
There's the sauce.
There's the sauce. No, bring it up close to the goddamn camera, you fat bastard.
Is it not close to the camera? I don't know. Ah! Okay. Where the fuck? Man, cameras? I'm not a cameraman whatsoever.
Hold them both in your hand, dipshit.
There we go. Okay. And because I knew this was going to go bad, I'm going to do something that was not advised by Dino.
What are you doing?
But I don't follow rules. Hold on.
What are you doing?
Look at my knife.
I'm taking a breath. Is that whipped cream?
It sure is.
Okay, good. I was a little worried it was sour cream, and we're going to have Carly here go, suck it, losers. I feel like that would have been a thing. But
all right.
Carly, this is just for you, just so you know.
We're going to go off and take a picture of this, so we'll be back.
So, considering that we have a black screen and this stupid thing in the corner, I'll tell you that while I will be able to make that picture separate, I won't be able to show it here. So I will try and manage it for you guys because I want you to see it, and I think it'll be enjoyable. Let's see here. Oh boy, let's see here. Okay, we're just waiting for something. I'm sure it'll be coming soon. Yeah, he is a little bit too drunk. I feel just, PSA, everyone. Drink while you cook. Not too much, though. It can be a lot. Dino, you need a quenelle of sweetened cream, fresh, and a sprig of mint. Et voila. I mean, yeah, but at the same time, this has been quite a thing. That's for sure. It should be. I mean, yeah, you need the 2-spoon quenelle fanciness, but at the same time, you don't. You just need a spoonful of it. All right. So let's go with. I'm trying to find a good picture of what has been sent to me. I mean, it looks pretty delicious. Let's see if I can share my screen. Window here. That is I'm just trying to make it so that and that. There we go. It does look really good. It does look really good. I'm worried. So the problem was we had a 9x13 pan instead of a 5x9, so it would have been higher. So this has stayed fairly short, but at the same time, like, it looks pretty damn good. So we'll see what happens. I'm waiting for Cole to come back so we can review it, but of course that takes forever because he is absolutely shit-faced. There we go. Hey, so
can you hear me?
So I showed the pictures. Here, let me pull them up again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. There.
What we got?
So, how is it?
Pretty good. I would have cooked it maybe a little longer, but.
So, comments are,
Spicy.
ooh, looking good. And I'd nom on that, which means, so it's a little bit spicy with the jalapenos. I need more descriptive words from it, sir.
I like it.
I'm going to put that as a quote in our, this is great. So everyone, just so you know, this has been invisible apple cake with candied bacon and a various berry compote.
My god! I just tasted the bacon, the candied bacon. Damn, that's good. It's like crispy,
candy.
It's so good. Fuck.
Well, everyone, this has been Hammered and Cheese, episode number 20. Fuck. FYI, most podcasts do not last longer than 20 episodes. So I have a few guests coming, a few new things happening. We're definitely going to try and get a background back because that's awesome. And in the meantime, this has been Hammered and Cheese.
This is like that one gay friend you have, fruity as fuck, but then you finally have sex with him. and it's a little spicy. Kind of good.